So guys, welcome to episode 5 of my FIFA 16 Leicester City crew mode. Thank you guys so much for support on this season so far. We've kicked off season 2 spectacular. I couldn't have asked for a better start to the second season. So if you guys can go ahead and leave a like rating on the video, that would be greatly appreciated. Make sure to drop a comment down below that I can respond to, and make sure also to subscribe if you are new around here. We're heading into the first Europa League game of this season. Yes, the first Europa League game. This is in the group stage against Hearts, and this Hearts team is in Scotland, a team I don't know too much about. That is their starting lineup for this game. Like I did say, I don't really know too much about them. They're starting a 4-4-2 formation, pretty much a default 4-4-2 formation, as we're going to be taking a look at my Leicester City side. Let's take a look at the lineup that will be starting for the first Europa League game for this season. It will be Mbolo who will be starting as the striker, Martin Odegaard just behind him, Jamie Vardy also, he'll be playing just behind him, Mbolo, Marco Brighton also in the lineup, Drinkwater, Barnaby, the young man, will be starting in the central defensive midfield position. He actually played during the Europa League qualifying games and he played very well, so that is why he has earned himself a spot in the starting 11. But in the 19th minute of this game, it's Danny Simpson who takes the shot, and the right back almost picking up a goal to put ourselves 1 in the lead, but he was denied. In the 39th minute, our opposition look to get on the attack. They try and cross it in. Kasper Schmeichel has to come out and to make a save. Kasper Schmeichel's save, his punch out, fell straight to the opposition player, and Hearts are now leading 1-0. As you guys did see, Kasper Schmeichel went out to punch it, went straight to the opposition player. It's an easy goal. Hearts lead 1-0. But in the 55th minute, ball gets played to Danny Drinkwater, and he's going to make our opposition pay. Good ball, and that's a fantastic finish from Drinkwater. It's now 1-1 in the 55th minute, and we've now leveled it in this game. We push on into the 81st minute as Danny Drinkwater, the goal scorer, does receive it. He has got off to the perfect start to the second season. Plays a fantastic through ball to find Jamie Vardy. Jamie Vardy's making his way into goal, smashes that one into the back post, and that is a fantastic finish from Jamie Vardy. In the 84th minute, it's Hearts 1, Leicester City 2, and Jamie Vardy has picked up the goal to make it 2-1, and most importantly, pick up the first 3 points of this Europa League group stage. It is a fantastic way to kick off today's episode, 1-0 down. Then we do pick up 2 goals in the second half of this game. Drinkwater and Vardy picking up the goals, and that is a great result. Definitely a result that we can build on as we will be facing Manchester United in the next game of today's episode. United haven't started off this Premier League season too well. Well, on the other hand, in my opinion, we started off this Premier League season quite well. We're not sitting in the top 4 as of yet, I do believe, but we have, in my opinion, started off this Premier League season quite well. We're actually sitting in 6th. But you guys can see that we're still undefeated. We've played 5 games. We've only got 11 points. We've got a +5 goal difference. We are undefeated so far in this Premier League season. But in my opinion, even though we're sitting 6th, we have this game in hand. We win this game, we will jump into the top 4. But I just feel like we've got off to the perfect start to this Premier League season. We're the best defensive side in this Premier League. We've played 5 games and we are yet to concede a goal in this Premier League season. Like I did say, it's just been an unbelievable start to this Premier League season, and let's hope that we can build on it and maybe even try and go for the Premier League title. This is the Manchester United side. Hugo Lloris will be starting in goals. A shock transfer to Manchester United, the likes of Luke Shaw, Daley Blind also. Let's take a look at my Leicester City lineup. Kasper Schmeichel in goals. Dybala will be starting as the striker. Demarai Gray, Pereira and Mari just behind him in this 4-2-3-1 formation. Andy King and Drinkwater will also be starting in the midfield. Kurt Zuma and Valera as the 2 centre-backs. Pereira coming up against his former side, Manchester United. But in the 10th minute of this game, the ball gets played to Pereira. He looks to play over the top to Demarai Gray. Here goes Demarai Gray making his way into goal, only to be denied by Hugo Lloris, almost giving us the perfect start to this game against Manchester United. If you guys have missed any episodes of this series, there will be a full series playlist linked down below in the description. If you guys did miss the last episode, it was Dybala who got off to the perfect start to his Leicester City career. Here in the 35th minute, Mahrez receives the ball from Pereira, plays it to Dybala. I was just talking about him, and he's actually going to hit the post. But like I did say, he's got off to the perfect start here at Leicester City, picking up a few goals for him himself. We almost made it 1-0 there, but in the 47th minute, in the early stages of the second half, Robert Lewandowski, a new signing for Manchester United, headers that one right into Kasper Schmeichel. That is a very good save from Kasper Schmeichel, and scores a level at 0-0 in this game as we still push on in the second half. It's ball gets crossed in, sorry, to find Blind. United try and take the shot. We try and actually clear the ball out. Andy King loses it from Herrera. The ball gets played to Daley Blind, and he puts that one into the back of the net. And United lead here in the second half at Old Trafford in the 60th minute. It's Manchester United 1, Leicester City 0. As in the 90th minute, Phil Jones does receive the ball. He plays it inside to Wayne Rooney. He has all the time in the world, and Wayne Rooney puts that one into the back of the net. It's now 2-0. United do lead, and Manchester United will be picking up 3 points here at Old Trafford. We will be suffering our first defeat for this whole season. Yes, our first defeat for the second season, and also our first defeat in this Premier League season. Definitely a performance that we don't want to put on in the final game of today's episode. It's a 2-0 loss against Manchester United, and our undefeated streak was going to come down one day, and also we actually conceded our first goal in this Premier League season. But it's a 2-0 loss to Manchester United at Old Trafford. But let's end off today's episode by picking up a win, as we will be doing a training session here with Riyad Mahrez. The right midfielder will be going through another training session. You guys know that for each month in this career mode, we'll be training one specific player. For the month of September, we will be training Mahrez, and the month of October, we will be training Embolo. Yes, guys. For the month of October, we'll be training Embolo, but we're not at the month of October yet. We will be hitting the month of October in the next episode. We still have a game here against Ipswich to end off today's episode. A game against Ipswich. This is in the Capital One Cup. We are through to the next round of the Capital One Cup. We did play the first round of the Capital One Cup. That game was against Bolton, and we did dominate them. So now we are facing Ipswich at the King Power Stadium here in the Capital One Cup. Let's take a look at my Leicester City side. Jamie Vardy, Embolo, Cramridge will be making a surprise return. Martin Odegaard, King, Albrighton, Dialat, Moore, Zuma, Fuchs, and Schmeichel in goals. I'm actually starting a 4-4-2 formation. Quite surprising, as I don't really usually go with a 4-4-2 formation. I had the 4-3-3 throughout the whole of the first season. Now we're looking to go with a 4-2-3-1, but I'm going with a 4-4-2 because I have rested a few players for this game, as we'll be jumping straight into this game here in the 5th minute. It's Ipswich Town who do win the ball back. They look to play an over top ball. They do so successfully. They take a shot, and it's pretty much an easy save there for Kasper Schmeichel. Maybe should have catched that one. Maybe should have tried not to get that one into a corner, but nothing did lead from it. As in the 45th minute, Andy King is on the ball. He tries to play through to Jamie Vardy. He does do so. Jamie Vardy, that's a fantastic finish into the top corner, but he's ruled offside by the linesman. Scores will remain at 0-0 here, heading into half time. Jamie Vardy, that was a fantastic finish on the volley too, but he was offside, and like I did say, scores will remain at 0-0. In the 66th minute, Ipswich Town do go on the attack as the ball gets played wide to Toure. He goes for the cross, and he's actually going to hit the crossbar. So the Ipswich Town winger went for a cross, and it almost went into the back of the net. How ironic is that? In the 74th minute, Kasper Schmeichel goes with a long ball to find Embolo. Embolo does very well with the first touch. Still going Embolo, trying to make his way onto goal. Embolo's going to go and take the shot, and that shot is directed straight at the goalkeeper. After the 90 minutes, it is going to end Ipswich Town 0, Leicester City 0 here at the King Power Stadium. And we'll be going through into extra time. Yes, guys, we're going through to extra time. Before we did have extra time, made 3 changes. Dybala, Damari Gray, and Danny Drinkwater will all be coming on for the extra time period of this game, and penalties if we will go into penalties. And yes, we will be going into penalties full time after extra time. The game is going to end at 0-0. Leicester City 0, Ipswich Town 0, which means we're going into penalties. And let's go with this penalty shootout. You guys can see that I have actually sped up the penalty shooter. So Dybala scored his penalty. The opposition, Ipswich Town, scored their one. And Embolo actually missed his penalty, saved from the goalkeeper, resulting in that Ipswich Town are going to put the ball into the back of the net. So we are now down to 2-1, and we cannot miss another penalty Albrighton did score his. Damari Gray will put his penalty into the back of the net. Now it's Ipswich Town with the penalty, and Kasper Schmeichel pulls off a save, resulting in that Danny Drinkwater, the newly substituted, scores his one. And it comes down to this, guys. If Ipswich Town miss this penalty, they will not be going through, and yes, their man puts that one over the goal. The game is going to end 0-0 at full time, but it is going to end in a penalty shootout win here for Leicester City. We're going through into the next round of the Capital One Cup. Great way to end off today's episode. Maybe we should have won it in the 90 minutes. We win 4-3 on penalties. Maybe we should have won it in the 90 minutes, but hey, we're still going through, and I will take that. If you guys did enjoy today's episode, make sure to go ahead and click that like button. Thank you all so much for support on this series so far. Comments are appreciated. Subscribe also if you are new around here. We have a huge game against Swansea to kick off the next episode, and I see you all on my next video.